So in our previous classes, we studied about Northwind database. We studied about the entire structure of Northwind database. You can see that in Designer. Always try to view this Designer in full screen, okay, and try to arrange that so that you can see what tables are related with what other tables, and you can always it will be a good practice for you, and it is available here. You will click Northwind, click more, Designer. But since we know what the structure is, so today we are going to study where clause. So when we are writing data analysis related queries, where clause is one of the most important type of clause that we have. Where clause in MySQL is used to filter records. Okay. So for example, if we have customers from different countries, different regions, like different cities, and if I simply ask you select records of only those customers who are from a particular city. So the query that you will write is select star from customers. So this is selecting all the columns from customers without applying any kind of filter. If we write where, so this is where clause. Where, with where we write a column name. So we write where city equal to, and then you will write single quotes. Remember, if we write double quotes also, like let's say London, so in some cases this will also show you the answer. So like where city is equal to London, but usually we write a single quote here. So whatever you prefer. So select star from customers where city is equal to London. This way we are filtering the records, and you can see now we are getting only 6 records. Okay. So if you run this, you are getting only 6 records, all of London based customers. If we don't apply this and we just write select a star from customers, we actually get 91 records. Okay. So that means out of total 91 customers, 6 of them are from London. This is what we can get. Next thing is when we are writing select, so we can either write a star or we can write different column names also. For example, company name, comma, address, comma, city, or whatever we want. So this way, what will happen? It will give us only those columns. Okay. So now I'm going to store today's queries. This is our first query. So select company name, address, city from customers where city is equal to London, or simply select a star from customers where city is equal to London. But if I ask you how many customers are in London, so to answer this question, yes, you can see here that it is showing 6. It is returning 6 rows, but there is a simple way. You write select count. So count is an aggregate function. Okay, we will learn all aggregate functions in great detail, but I'm just showing you use of one of them. So you can also write select count and something that is unique. For example, customer ID. Okay, so select count customer ID. So in count function, we are putting customer ID as a argument. You can say from customers where it is equal to London, and now it is going to return 6. Okay, so this is a way to count number of records. So whatever your query is returning, whatever number of rows your query is returning, you will see that answer. Okay, so this is important. Let me close the Power BI notepad. Now in count, we have selected customer ID because it is unique, but whatever you will select, it will show the same answer. Like if we select count contact title, because here we are not using any distinct value. Okay. Now one more thing, the answer that it is returning here, is returning as count contact title. You can see the answer column here, contact title. So it is returning the answer in this variable and value is this. So we can use another thing here called as. This is called alias. Okay. So we can call some column as some other column in SQL. So for example, select count contact title as customer count from customers where city is equal to London. So what we are saying here is select count contact title as customer count. Okay. So when you will click go, you will see now the answer is customer count. Now it is not showing contact title. So this is what we can do, right? So this is called alias. So in alias, what we can do, we can rename the columns. So like this. So here we are using use of alias as. Okay. In simple queries also, let's say we have customers. Let's let's say we are writing simple queries. Company name, contact title is given. We know that this is customer. So what if we do select company name as company, comma, contact name as name. So what we are doing here, this is something I told you earlier also, it is not case sensitive. So you can write it like this also. So select company name as company, contact name as name from customers. So if you will do this, now you can see that the actual name of those columns are company name and contact name. But with the help of this alias, so with keyword as, what we are doing, we are showing it as company and name. And now it is easier for someone to just recognize. So this is another query that you will practice today, that we can rename the columns according to our own will. And here also you can apply any filter, like for example where, and let's say contact title is equal to sales representative. So in customers table we have many sales representative, 17 of them. So if you will select this, you can see these are the contact title: sales representative, owner, order administrator, everyone is there. So this is something that you can do. And what we can do here, we can go, I'm just writing these queries so that I will give it to you. Let me save that. So this was some basic about alias, etc. Now let's get back here. So in where, you can see select column 1, column 2 from table name and where. Now operators in where clause. What are some operators? Operators are some symbols that we can use with where clause in order to find something. Like the first operator that we use was equal to sign. Equal to sign is used to compare value. Okay, like where country is equal to USA. So select a star from customers where country is equal to USA. So this is equal sign and equal operator. Then suppose we want to select everyone, but we want to, ignore people from USA. Like we don't want people from USA in result. So there you can use this operator, not equal to. So in not equal to, we have this exclamation sign. Okay, this is the exclamation sign and equal to sign. Or for this operator, you can also use two brackets. Okay, so this is important. So two angular brackets. So for example, if I write where country, let me edit in line. So where country is not equal to USA. When you will do that, let's see the countries. You can see it is highlighted: Germany, Mexico, UK, Sweden, France, everything, every other country is there, but not USA. So either you can use this operator for not equal to or this for not equal to. Okay. So these are two important operators, and this is something that we can do. Next is after not equal to, we also have greater than. So greater than sign is used to obviously get values by comparing a numerical value greater than that. So for example, we have products here. So we are selecting select star from products, order by unit price ascending. So this is something that we learned yesterday, that we can use order by, and here order by unit price ascending. But what if we write select star from products where unit price is greater than 50? So when we will say this, we will get only those products where the unit price is greater than 50. What if we write where unit price is uh, or let's say we are writing something else, like where product ID is greater than 29, so something like where product ID. So even with those columns which are primary key, we can apply this type of queries. So we can run, and now you can see we are only seeing 30. So this is one way. Similarly, there is less than that you can copy from here, and less than will show you all the values that are less than that particular value. Then we have greater than or equal to. So in greater than or equal to, we have this sign, right? So what is the difference? Like when we wrote product ID is greater than 29, so it was showing the next value like 30 onwards. If we simply say greater than equal to 29, so it will show you only those values. Like now it will show you 29 and onwards. So this is something that you have to understand, that greater than equal to or less than equal to, like we used to write in our basic mathematics classes. So this has the same purpose. So every product that is less than, let's say less than 50. Now there is one more thing here that might give you a kind of confusion. Whenever we are showing results in PHP MyAdmin, so in PHP MyAdmin, it only shows 25 number of rows. So sometimes let's say we are showing 78, but people may get confused that why are we not seeing all values. So for that you have to do is you can select like that, okay, like 250 rows or whatever. So now you will see all the values, okay. So this is one more way of MySQL class. So these are the comparison operators. What we studied right now, comparison operators. We have some example table here. So where USA, UK, Canada are given. So here you can see examples also, and this will help you in revision. Next, we will also talk about logical operators. So logical operators is AND. Now, let's say in products table, we have unit price and units on order. That means how many products are actually on order. We have reorder level, etc., etc. So let's say someone asks you, give me name of those products that are priced higher than 10 and they have 20 or more units on order, something like that. So like where two columns are in question, two or more columns are in question. So if we say select star from products where unit price is greater than 50. So unit price is greater than 50 will simply show you, you know what it will show, that unit price, every product with unit price greater than 50, let me write 10. And we will say units on order is less than 40. So here you can see we can now apply multiple conditions. Like on one column, we are using a comparison operator and applying one condition, and second column we will see this. So now when you will click go, it is showing us only those products which have unit price and units in stock. Okay, you can see in every case units on we actually have to check units on order. Yeah, every case units on order is less than 50 and unit price is greater than 10. So is this clear to you guys? Like any confusion so far? है कोई confusion like or it is clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now let's use logical operator in one more case. So here we have customers. Okay. So in customers we have sales representatives and we have city. So let's say someone asks you, give me names of all those sales representatives from London city. So what will you do? You will write select star from customers where contact title equal to sales representative and city is equal to London. Okay. So this way we can apply two conditions. So now you can see. Okay. And here you can see different conditions. So and let's say we want to apply one more condition. So we can write and city is equal to London and contact name is equal to Thomas Hardy. So this obviously if we would have written contact name is equal to Thomas Hardy, that would be sufficient, but here we are getting the answer. So this is how you can apply multiple conditions in your SQL query. And filtering is mostly used for creating interactive reports, right? So that's why it is very important. There is one more important thing here, that when we are running the query, you can see AND operator, and in AND operator it will return all the it will return answers for all matching values. Okay, like logical AND, what it means is all conditions true. Okay, so it will make sure that all conditions are true, a combination of all conditions, that if someone actually has contact title of sales representative and has city equal to London and has this, then only it will return the answer. Next case is logical operator is OR operator. In OR operator, it will return for any condition if it is true. Okay, so it will return answer for any condition if it is true. So for example, we want to select we want to select all customers from USA and UK. So how will we write? Select star from customers where country equal to USA. We will not write and here. Even though in English you will write we want to select all customers from USA and UK, but here when we have to select from the same column, we will write from customers where country is equal to USA or country is equal to UK, because there cannot be a customer who has both USA and UK as a country, like it is not possible here. So that's why you will write OR. So when you will write this, now you will see there are total of 19 such customers who are either from UK or USA. You can see, like, and you can see their cities also, like San Francisco, Portland, London, okay, Anchorage. So this is how you can write this OR operator. So I'm writing this also, and all these queries you have to test. Next is, suppose I ask you another thing, like I ask you to add Spain here as well. So select star from customers where country is equal to USA or country is equal to UK. So if I ask from USA, Spain and UK. So you write country is equal to USA, country is equal to UK, and then you will write or once again. What some people do as a mistake, they write country is equal to USA or UK, or they try to write it like that. But every time you have to write the name of your column. So select star from customers where country is equal to USA or country is equal to UK or country is equal to Spain. So this is one record and we have to close it. Now earlier there were 19, now there are 25, and you can see now cities like Madrid and Barcelona are also there, Sevilla. So you will be able to see this record. But this query that we have written is not the most efficient way to write this query, because we are writing where this is equal to this or this is equal to this or this is equal to this. So is there a shorter way of doing this? Answer is yes. So this, although this is correct, but there is another way. So when you have to select multiple records from a single column, so case is when you want to select all customers from different countries or same column, right? When you have to select multiple records from same column, so then what will do? Will you do? You'll write select star from customers where country, and you will write in. So this is called in operator. In operator is just a way of doing this. Like if you have to select, multiple records from a same country, like how it will work is, let's say here we are showing sales, right? Or let's keep that, and here we add a symbol filter. Okay. Here it doesn't matter if you know Power BI or not, but if we add a simple filter here, and in the filter we add states or regions. So let's add region. So if I select this, so this is like select a star from data where region is equal to central. If I select this, so we are selecting from the same column. And if I select this, so you will see. So this is like in. So select a star from table where region in east, comma west. This is OR operator. If we add another table here, if we add another filter here, and we add segment also, and we add this, so how will you pronounce this, or how will you say this? We are showing records from region east and west and segment corporate. So this is AND. When two different filters are applied, this is AND. When one filter is applied but two values or three values are selected, this is OR. So this is something that we can get. So we want to select customer from different, how you will write where country in, and then you will create a set in USA, comma UK, comma Spain. So if you will see, this is also the same way of writing same thing. Okay, but here the query becomes easier to write, where country in, and then inside your parenthesis you will write the comma separated name of those countries. Here you have to, suppose now you have to add another country, for example USA, UK, Spain, let's say Argentina. Here you have to write the entire thing like or country is equal to Argentina. So here we have to write a lot of characters. Here it is very short, and that's why it makes it easier for us to execute. So let's try, and let's forget this. So here we are selecting everyone from USA, UK, Spain or Argentina. Now you will see. Now you can see cities like Buenos Aires also. Okay. So that makes uh, that gives us indication that yes, Argentina is there. So this is in. Now as we learned that for every equal to there is not equal to. So with in operator is there, not in is also there. Okay. So what will it do? It will select everything except USA, UK, Spain and Argentina, not in. So here you can see we are seeing Germany, Mexico, Sweden, France, Canada, Switzerland, etc., etc., etc. But we are not seeing USA, UK, Spain or Argentina. So here you can see, let's select this and not in. So we want to select all customers from different countries. We want to select all customers who are not from the list of given countries. And no matter what type of tool you are using, whether it's Power BI, whether it's Tableau, etc., etc., they all have the same concept. Like you either select in, either select not in. So basically, we are saying which are not in south and central, right? So this is one way. So the operators that we have studied so far are, we have studied equal to, which is equal operator. This is less than. Then we have studied greater than equal to, less than equal to. We have studied or operator, that is a logical operator, and operator, that is a logical operator. Logical operators are and, or, and not basically. Here we are studying and or. And here we studied in operator and not in operator. So all of this will be given here, like you can see or, not, and here I have explained with examples. So there. Now as we have studied or, and as we have studied in and not in, which are basically kind of replacement for writing multiple ors, we also have a between operator. So select star, let's not do that. Select, let's say product. Let's say someone asks you, show products between. So show products, here I have to write two. Remember this is comment. Show products of between, or product which have price between 50 to 70 or something like. So for that we have between operator. It is another way of saying show product which have price greater than 70, like greater than 50 and less than 70, something like that. So select star from products where unit price between 50 and 70. You can write it like that. So you can see all those products which have unit price between these two given values. So we can put it here, and all of this is something you are going to practice today. So is there any confusion? Is there any question so far, guys? Mohan and
No, sir.
Mohan, do you have any?
No, no, sir.
Okay. There is one more thing that is there in PHP MyAdmin. Whenever we return a result, whenever we run a query, let me run one more time. Select product name, comma unit price, or let's say units in stock, etc. From products. So whenever we'll do this, like it will give us this answer. Okay. Let's increase the range. Let's say 30 and 70. There will be more products. Okay. So here you will see display chart or export option. So let's say after running your query, you have some kind of prepared data. Like yeah, now this is good. So you can export now. And now it is asking export it as what? So I will say export it as CSV file. Export. Now it will give you a products. You can see you are getting the same answer, right? So if you have good command over SQL query, then you can prepare a data for yourself that you can use in other applications also. For example, I prepared this data. I want to enter another data here, just giving an example, and I can just use it here. Like sometimes we have to do a lot of data cleaning, we have to do a lot of data transformation, joining, etc., etc. But we can actually do that here also, right? Like we just added this data, and let's say we can analyze, like let's write product name as category and value as unit price. So you can see all the different products and their unit price. We want to enable data label, just enable. Okay. So I'm just showing you that this is one way, and for your queries, whatever queries you are running, whether you're running from here or wherever. So let me just cover this 40 and 70. So here also you will see. So let me just select some of them. Like what we selected was product name, unit price, and units in stock. Here also we have this chart, display chart. Although it is not that good as Power BI, but here also let's say we are selecting a column chart. So chart title as products between 40 and 70. Okay. On x-axis, what you want to put, I will say product name. As a series, what you want, let's say I will select both of them, and now it will show me data like that. Okay. And it also gives us option to save this file, save the chart as image, and that you can use it in your reports. So this is also something that you can do. Like if we convert it to a bar chart, so you will see it like this as a line, or in bar also we can do stacked also. So you can see this is a stacked bar. Are you getting it, Mohan? Like Here also we have those kind of options. By default it is clustered. You can see by default, and it is also interactive. Like when you will go over it, so you can use these charts and use them in your reports, like area chart. So whatever you want to do with it. So this is one way of analyzing data here itself. So this is why I just I you know I introduced PHP MyAdmin to you guys, because in PHP MyAdmin we have these really great options like designer, where you can actually design. You can create a new page, and in your new page you can set up your design and save it. Then you can also have different type of, we will learn how to create views. And one more important thing, now since we are learning things, let's say we are in our database. Here you can see query. So in query it is asking us select table. So let's say we've selected customers. It is asking what column. So I say contact name. Okay, I say let's say contact name. Now you can see I will just remove. So when you will click, so show something, and when you will update query, so you can see it is giving us query. Select customers contact name from customers, right? If you want to add column, we can add, let's say, from, because we are custom in customers, let's say we want to select this update query. So it is automatically preparing your query also. If we apply a criteria, okay, so, or let's say we want to apply a criteria. Do we want to sort ascending, descending, okay, and equal to? So you can see all the operators, between, not between. We will learn all of them. What is like? What is this wild card? We learn all of that. So like is equal to text, and let's say London update query. So you can see select this from this, where this, submit query. Now it will show you the data, all the customers from London. So even though if you write, while writing your queries, if you are confused, like what will be the correct query for it, so you can go to query window, this query tab. In query tab you will select your column. Let's say we want to see employees, so we will select employee ID, we will select employee first name, we will select employees city. Let's say we want to select this much. Then we want to apply a criteria. Okay, in the criteria we want to select where city, because we are applying it on city. So let's say city is equal to London. I don't know if we have some employees there or not. If you want to add more columns, you can add update query. This will give you like select employees ID, first name, city, where employees city is equal to London. Why is it writing it like that? Because it is writing it as a, if you know, parent and child kind of thing. So employees is the table and employee ID is your column. So select employees dot employee ID, employees dot first name. So when we will actually join multiple tables, so this will be the actual way of calling columns. Right now we have called the columns by just their name, but we can also use something like that. So like company name, so we can also write select customers dot company name. That will also be the same thing. Select customers dot company name. So it will be the same thing. So here also you can submit your query. and you will get your answer that there are actually 4 employees who are from city London. Okay, so this is also you have to try, because it will actually save a lot of your time when you are actually working somewhere. I'm not saying just only take help of this, but it will be a good thing to try and test. So this is your today's lecture. I am giving you all these commands. Now you both have the database installed and running, right? And like for Mohan, we fixed it today. Shubham, you already installed. So from previous classes, this class, whatever queries we have run, just try them and tell me if you were able to run them or not, or were you able to, or were you facing some problems? Okay. Any questions right now?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I want to know